Hi Gemini, welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition, and this is your Wheel of Fortune spread. If you want to know more about the Wheel of Fortune and why I designed this spread for you as we project into 2023, there is a video that will be linked in the description box below. I go over the Wheel of Fortune as a card and as a catalyst for you changing your life. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is the 10th card in the deck, as well as relating to all the ones and the 10s in the deck. Right? So cards of initiation, cards of mastery, the protagonist, and also divine intervention, as all the aces can be. More info in that other video linked in the description box. So we'll start with the spirit of the wheel, learning exactly what the spirit of your wheel is. We'll use the Native American medicine wheel cards to understand kind of what this relates to. And then we'll go through all the positions using the tarot. Spirit of the Wheel for Gemini, please. Spirit of the Wheel for Gemini for the Wheel of Fortune 2023. Thank you. The rest and cleansing moon, right? So some illumination, as it is a moon card. Some psychic visions, some clarity, some understanding yourself better, some bits of understanding your emotional aspects more clearly. What we have is balanced relationships, self-expression, and boundaries, right? So this could be closing yourself off from things that don't serve you. That's the cleansing. And it could be also resting and digesting and learning what it is that you might have closed off that you need to bring about, right? To have a full expression, to have balanced relationships. Perhaps there's a way in which you push something that you weren't ready to examine, weren't ready to analyze, weren't ready to be a part of, but now something has cleared. Something has been able to be cleansed in a way that you can approach it with a new light, or at least that's the energy here that's present in the Wheel of Fortune. And we will soon discover what that looks like in total. So we'll use the tarot. We'll start with the first position. The first position is the Ace of Cups. Why? The Ace of Cups is the birth of love. That is the birthing of you as you transition into this role, into this spread. The Ace of Cups is love with wisdom. It's a cup from nothing, from the universe, right? It's what you're blessing. You're blessing this cup. It's what you're about to drink from. This is your cup to drink. This is what's been offered to you. Or it's what you share, a cup that you're offering to others. So let's learn. What is the Ace of Cups for Gemini, please? You know, I'm wrapped in a lot of clothing. It's very cold here. Ace of Cups for Gemini, please. Ace of Cups for Gemini, please. Thank you. Ooh, starting off strong. Ace of Cups is the Empress and the Fool. Amazing energy, Gemini. Manifesting time. What is it that you're going to be productive? What are you going to create? What are you going to make manifest? What are you going to birth life into? What are you nurturing? And you're taking a chance with all of you. The Empress to the Fool, both upright. Wow, strong. This Wheel of Fortune, this includes everything that you could possibly envision for your life and the faith that all will go as you hope. And that if you change, so will the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is working with creator energy. The bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. Following your intuition, being guided by your spirit, being guided by your purpose, your passion. Wow. That's the most powerful out of the gate representation I've seen so far. Here we go, Gemini. Show me what you, what's your bliss, right? Show me. What is it all for? I understand the energies as you've shown me so far, as you're entering, but what is it all for? What does the Empress seek? What does the Fool take a chance on? What does the High Priestess know? Show me, what is the bliss? What's the 10 of Cups here for Gemini, please? Ten of Cups for Gemini. Thank you. That's a misfire. 10 of Cups is the 5 of Cups. What's your bliss? Understanding what you have. What's your bliss? Stop getting in your way by thinking sad thoughts. Learning to have gratitude. Can I see more, please? What's the 10 of Cups? The bliss for Gemini. Gratitude about what? Gratitude for whom? 10 of Cups for Gemini. That's it. That's all you want to give me. Interesting. Using gratitude as a strategy for everything that you do. It's honorable. I want more information, but that deck won't give it to me. Let's see if I can clarify from this one. Bear with me. And maybe I'm not meant to be nosy. Maybe it's supposed to be as it is. Just gratitude. Keep it simple, stupid. One more. Can I see for Gemini, please? What is this 5 of Cups all about as it relates to the 10 of Cups for the Wheel of Fortune for 2023? 5 of Cups for Gemini, please. What's their bliss? What's it all for? Okay. You did give me one more card. Let me just see if I missed one in here. No, you gave me one more card. And what you gave me was the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, saying that on the day-to-day, on the everyday, on the mundane, on the labors of living, there's an imbalance. This lack of balance relates to your ability to be generous because you're redefining what it means to be grateful. The bottom of the deck supporting this energy is the Queen of Wands. I always get the Queen of Wands for you, Gemini. Always. I don't know who that is, but we will leave it as is, okay? So let's talk more. Next station, next part of this Wheel of Fortune spread is the Ace of Pentacles. And why do we want the Ace of Pentacles to be clarified? What are we talking about? This is how you give it value. How do you create value, right? We're turning this wheel. We're looking for more prosperous, more abundant ways to navigate your life. How do you make it currency? How do you make it a 3D exchange? Show me how we take this Empress, this Fool, this sense of gratitude, and bringing balance to the day-to-day. Strategy of gratitude becomes currency. How? Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Where's the opportunity? Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. Really tight-lipped. I'm getting 1 to 2 cards. Good. Magician at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles is the 3 of Wands in reverse. You're not waiting. You're not waiting anymore. There have been delays. You're not waiting anymore. Why? Because you are the Magician. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, I want more specific. So if the opportunity is that you're not going to wait, that you're not going to have these delays interrupt your flow, can you show me more, please? Is it possible to show me more? Thank you. For Gemini, can I learn 3 of Wands for the Ace of Pentacles, please? 3 of Wands for the Ace of Pentacles. 3 of Wands for the Ace of Pentacles, please. Thank you. 1 card. High Priestess again. You're not waiting. You're going to be guided by your inspiration, by your intuition. That's it. Straight. Clarifying what you've already told me. Like, you heard me the first time. That's what you're saying. You heard me the first time. Okay. Copy that. Moving on. Well, let's see. What's getting in the way? What's getting in the way? I mean, We're talking about future energy here, right? This is the Wheel of Fortune for 2023. Little bits are happening now as you sow seeds, but there will be a harvest at some point next year. So let's see, in order to get this wheel turning in your favor, in the motion that you'd like, what gets in the way? That's the Ten of Swords for this Wheel of Fortune. Can I please see Gemini's blockages, Gemini's fears as they try and turn this wheel? Show me the Ten of Swords for Gemini. Ten of Swords for Gemini. Thank you. It is the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Swords in reverse, to the Tower in reverse, to the Seven of Swords upright. Two queens, a tower, and a Seven of Swords. What gets in the way? Unconditional love, nurturing the self, nurturing others. The Queen of Swords, harsh communication, overly critical, demeaning, belittling, internal dialogue, rude analysis of what it means to have life lessons. Look, we all make mistakes. People make mistakes to you. You make mistakes in your life. The Queen of Swords is unforgiving. The Queen of Swords is just, at this point, when you've got the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Swords in reverse to the Tower, there's a certain breaking down of structures here. You have equal strength of opposing energies and a tower that collapses, a structure that collapses but is not cataclysmic to you. The impact is not something that throws you off your feet. Finished with the Seven of Swords. You disarm the situation, you walk away with the swords so that they have less swords to fight a battle with. But also, do you know where you're going? How can you move forward, disarming a situation, if you're looking behind you? This part's confusing. The Queen of Cups opposing the Queen of Swords. What gets in the way? Internal conflict, internal dialogue. You know what else? The Queen of Swords in reverse doesn't know herself, has not learned her lessons, is trying to be a professor and teach and tell everyone how to live their life and control the situation and control other people by thinking that they're giving the best advice. However, they barely know exactly how to man their own operation. Queen of Swords here, as it relates to the Tower, as in what gets in the way. Gemini, are you pontificating without cleaning up your own backyard? Is that your strategy? Just keep on going forward, keep on telling people what to do, but don't actually take care of your own situation. Can you show me what's the conflict here? What's this Tower and the blockage and the fear and the Ten of Swords? What's this Tower? What's this Tower and the blockage and the fear and the Ten of Swords? Thank you. I got 3 queens in this one section of this spread. Queen of Pentacles now. She's arrived. She's upright. Followed by the Chariot, also upright. So what we're talking about is taking care of yourself. The movement and the success and the victory and finally the acceptance, the wholeness, the movement towards wholeness by granting yourself the allowances, taking care of you, being there for you, choosing you, setting boundaries, as it says here, understanding what you need, and going towards it. Not just knowing it, but doing it. The Chariot is movement. It is a heavy burden for you. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a tall task. You don't like it. The medicine doesn't go down smoothly, as they say. Self-love. This is a quest for self-love. What gets in the way? Do you know how to take care of you? If you don't know all of you, If you don't know every piece of you, if you don't acknowledge pieces of you that you don't like, how can you possibly take care of all of you? That's a real question. And that goes for all of us. Gemini, most of us are complex individuals. Some of us are lucky enough to be ignorant and in bliss. Some of us don't ask larger questions. Some of us just go with the flow forever. Some of us commit to being unhappy. But what we're talking about here is not any of those scenarios. This is what gets in the way is you'd rather talk about someone else's situation than look deeply at your own, because there are pieces of you that need to be accepted with a whole heart so that you can take care of it. If you go to take care of yourself with leaving those pieces of you out, you leave those pieces of you out and you can't possibly take care of all of you. So that's the blockage. If you can't take care of all of you, you as a whole entity cannot turn this Wheel of Fortune into a more fruitful endeavor in this life as 2023 arrives. The bottom of the deck, pain, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. Pain as it relates to taking care of you. The Queen of Pentacles could also be a person in your life. Usually it's a motherly figure, an aunt, a grandmother, also possible. There's 3 queens here. So I don't know if you come from a strong matriarch or if you come from a family surrounded by women. I don't know if you're struggling to decide which women or which woman you'll be with, or if you're been this way for a long time, Gemini, where you often go from woman to woman to woman and you don't clear up the path before you move forward. And that's what this is showing me. We shall move on. How do you communicate this truth, this vision, right? How? The next position is the Ace of Swords. How do you communicate this truth? You want your wheel to turn. You want to go out into the world. You want to be a person who's fully self-expressed with clarity. This is my sword. This is my Ace of Swords. Show me. For Gemini, can I please see? What's the Ace of Swords for Gemini? What's the Ace of Swords for Gemini? Ace of Swords for Gemini. And how do they communicate this truth, this vision for their Wheel of Fortune for 2023? Thank you. I have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but what you've given me is enthusiastically approaching this journey with an open heart, offering emotional vulnerability. I'm going to put myself out there, you say. My Ace of Swords is backed by my Ace of Cups. What's my Ace of Cups? I'm the Empress with the Fool. Yeah, I'm taking a chance. Yeah, I'm manifesting what I want. I'm manifesting the life that I see. The Page of Wands, that's that first step, that fiery enthusiasm. I am gonna do it. I'm gonna knock on that door. I'm gonna go ahead and whatever this first step is, the initiation has begun. And who gets called in to the front lines? The Knight of Cups, emotional vulnerability, emotional offering. The courage to share that cup. Good, the guard is down. Let's see, the next position is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the apex of your Wheel of Fortune. This is also the path of your success, your avenues of income, right? This is your abundance, your spinning plates, the machine of your effort, right? Each of its cogs turning. How can you show me for Gemini their Ten of Pentacles for their Wheel of Fortune for 2023, please? Ten of Pentacles for Gemini. Thank you. Strength. Nice. Can I get anything else? Strength. Followed by strength. 4. Anything else? That's 3 times that the High Priestess has been able to show their face. I have strength to the High Priestess, the courage to listen to your intuition, if I can show you the cards correctly, the strength to listen to your intuition. How courageous are you to quiet the internal mind, to open your energetic body so that you may receive, so that you may clarify the symbols, the sounds, the sights, the animals, the music, the smells. Everything is there, orchestrated, showing up for you to communicate to you how connected you are. And it's always reflecting back to something that you already understand. The universe communicates to you in a language that it knows you understand. It's referential. It's associative. It's your language. They use your vocabulary and your repertoire and your music vocabulary and your music library to talk to you. Are you listening? There is courage in being quiet. Very clear, direct communication you're giving me. I love it. This is like a Capricorn reading. May I please see the Ace of Wands, right? So what's the big idea? What's the big inspiration? What's the happiness as it is injected into a propelling, compelling movement forward? What's going to keep this wheel turning? Yeah, what's the authenticity, the originality? What is the big inspiration here for Gemini? Please. All right? What gets the Empress going? What makes the Fool take that step? Ace of Wands, please, for Gemini. In this Wheel of Fortune for 2023. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Gemini. Thank you. The Ace of Wands is your 10 of Wands. The big idea, the big inspiration, the big authentic you. Are you going to choose to lift the sticks? I know it's hard. You already showed me. You already showed me that it's hard, right? That's here. This is the underlying for the self-love, for what got in the way. I'm going to clarify. I'm going to see if I can clarify. Can I learn what element is so hard? Why is this so hard for Gemini? What element is so hard? For Gemini, please, what element is so hard here? Why is this such a burden? What is so hard here? Direct, okay? To close the door on what you lived through, to accept and understand that what has passed is past. What you lived through, the devil lived backwards. What you lived through, you learned from. You don't have to stay in that. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. You don't have to go back to it. It's not who you are. Turn the page. Just turn the page. You're telling me I'm not tempted anymore. I just need to walk away from it. I just need to close it. I just need to learn from it. You've already learned from it. You're sitting in the Empress and Fool. You already reset the clock to 0 or cleared the slate, whatever metaphor you'd like to say. You know, this is on the underlying is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What you're telling me is, I'm unlucky because of what I lived through. You use your past to determine your future. You're saying, my Wheel of Fortune doesn't spin. It didn't spin before. Why would it spin now? Because this is the position that you're in now. Remember, you're using gratitude as a strategy. What's your bliss? What's it all for? There are 3 cups that spilled. Sure, the wheel didn't turn for a few years. That's right. We all went through that. But there are 2 cups here in the left-hand corner that are working for you, that you can drink from. You can get the energy to walk down that hill, cross that bridge, get to that building, make a new life. It's your challenge. Final position, the 10 of Wands. Who and what has been with you this entire time, right? What do you have to persevere through? I think we already got it, but we will still fulfill this position for the Wheel of Fortune spread. It asks of you to accept the responsibility. It asks for you to accept and take on this assignment. It asks you to freely choose to commit to you. So, what's the 10 of Wands? What's the burden here? What's the 10 of Wands for Gemini? The last bit before it gets easy, before the wheel turns a full 180, what's the burden? For Gemini. For Gemini. Okay. I have the King of Swords to the Hierophant. To stay committed. To stay committed to the fact that you know it. The King of Swords is your energy. Committed to being the authority on your life. Committed to knowing that you have the experience necessary. It's really a commitment to your self-mastery, to being objective, to being fair. To being fair. Let's get some advice. Wow, this reading is loaded with amazing energy. Can I have advice for Gemini, please? Wheel of Fortune for 2023. May I please have advice for Gemini? Wheel of Fortune for 2023. May I please have advice for Gemini? Thank you. Advice for Gemini. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Keep that nostalgic feeling. Keep that good feeling. Remember what things are when they are simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Remember that? Furthermore, I have the 3 of Cups in reverse to the 7 of Wands to the Page of Wands. Spirit tells you stop distracting, stop avoiding, stop celebrating. The joy is in remembering who you are. And if you remember who you are, then you're able to embody this Page of Wands and take the first step. You're able to have the High Priestess guide you, to have the courage to offer your cup. When you communicate out into the world, Page of Wands to the Knight of Cups. If you just go out there and you, if you don't turn this upright, right? That means that you're just spending time chit-chatting, superficial. This is real celebration. This is meaningful embrace with people that you love. Just sharing yourself and sharing time and letting people show themselves. This is true connection. This is true intimacy. This is the kind of love that people see. It's not just one-on-one behind closed doors. So it's asking you to find meaningful connection, to remember who you are, and stop pretending like you can't take the first step. There is also a message for the womanizer Gemini that I had already talked about briefly. And it asks you to cut the bullshit. Stop being inconsistent. Would you just choose one wand, please? Let's get some herbal astrology. Oracle. Close out the reading. Get some plant medicine. Even though you are the medicine, what plants can help bring you there? Some earthly advice, please. What is growing for Gemini? What is blooming for Gemini? Show me, please. One more. Thank you. Messages, advice for Gemini. For Gemini. Thank you. Echinacea, destiny. Ooh, super, super beautiful. Even have Aurora Boreas in there. There's transformation, you see. Number 30. Let's grab it. The snake eating its tail, the Aurora Boreas, is the wheel of change. Hello. Resembling the cycles of life and death, the sun and moon orbit and spin the wheel of change, representing our earthly domain. The echinacea sprouting in the center represents evolutionary consciousness, unbound by the confines of destiny. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. Like the Wheel of Fortune, this card may signal a twist of fate, a time where something in life shifts us and reorients us elsewhere. Echinacea has shown up in your cards today to remind you that the universe is always in motion and nothing is by accident. The key to see through the cycles of destiny is to remain centered and fluid, flowing with the course of life. The elusive judgments of good and bad only limits the vision of the great understanding. Step back and observe the great vision at play and be unbound by the passing influences. Oh my God. Close the chapter, start a new one. There is victory in celebrating the achievements that you have already come through, that you have already celebrated. If you don't allow yourself the victory of completing something, how can you advance? You don't give yourself an opportunity to. I leave it there. Okay? I thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please, please, please have a beautiful new year. Ciao.